Have you ever seen a guy who's looks mid?
All the time.
All the time, yeah. And so, but you're able to make determinations when it comes to male attractiveness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, let's say you met a guy who you weren't physically attracted to, but then he said, well, I'm a 10. Would you then be attracted to him?
I would respect him for his confidence.
So would you then be attracted to him? Like, you're not physically attracted to this guy at all, but then he opens his mouth and he's like, well, I'm a 10. And he says that shit with some serious confidence, and he believes it too. Are you all of a sudden attracted to him or no?
I feel like if his actions also prove that he's a 10, yeah, I could get some attraction, grow some attraction towards that.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, we have two pictures. Damien, there's the Leonardo DiCaprio one, and with the other guy, it's like...
He's fine.
If
or
you're
he
able
was. I don't know about now.
Yo, Hugo, thank you for the... what currency is this, Hugo? Is it Brazilian real? Is it... Wait, hold on.
You giving Bitcoin or some shit.
What is that? R?
Is that Russian or?
Except what?
It's...
She is unable to accept.
I think it's Brazilian real. Or no, but typically... Yeah, it is Brazilian real. It's the... What is that, like $3? Hold on. 100 to USD. Are you abusing my friend? Do you have it?
Yeah.
All right, you can go ahead and pull it up. I'm just curious. Which one is more physically attractive? Leo
I
or
love Leonardo DiCaprio.
Or Jonah? Is that his name?
Leo.
Jonah Wilson, right?
Leo.
Jonah Hill?
Jonah Hill. Yeah.
Leo?
Yeah, Leo.
Leonardo.
Leo.
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 Okay, and I think you need to go back for the other picture. I think it's one back. Which one's more attractive? The girl on the left or the girl on the right?
Probably everyone will think the...
What do you think?
Okay, the one on the left.
Okay.
Just because her outfit. I like
What about you? Oh, wait. Just because her outfit.
Yeah.
That's fair. Picture him naked and then tell us.
Where did y'all find this?
I don't like this comparison.
Yeah, this is like the worst looking black person I've ever seen in my life.
You can't
What
see
makes you
her
tell the
features.
truth?
You can't really
This is a
see
bad photo.
Yeah.
The lighting is off.
She looks crazy.
Hold on. Which one's more attractive?
The left.
Okay.
I think anyone who wouldn't say the person on the left would be a liar.
I mean, I kind of want to decline to answer because I can't see that.
Right, we can't even really see her.
What?
too.
Really?
Them.
Really?
Their face.
Yeah.
I could.
And that
Maybe
was
she's just
some
really
overt
dark.
Racism right there. Can't really even see. Okay. All right.
So you can't pick one?
I feel like this isn't a fair comparison.
What do you mean? How is it not a fair comparison?
Like there's dark shadows. We can't really see
They're
her face.
two different types of women in size, in style, and how they're dressing.
Yeah, that's the nature of comparisons. You're comparing
But I mean,
two
the
people
compare
who look differently.
you did prior were two white males who were in the same age range.
Right,
They
that's
look
true.
both aged differently, come from two different backgrounds as well.
Dressed similarly.
Like, they not comparable at all.
What
The
in the
other
world
two
does
were
that
in
have
the
to do
same place.
with anything?
Because I feel
what
like
does that have to do with anything? The comparison is just asking which one's more attractive. Has nothing to do with anything else. Just the question is, which one of these women is more conventionally
decline
attractive
to
from your
answer.
view? That's all that's asking.
We know
I
the
declined to
question.
answer because my.
Oh, do you know the question?
Wait.
Because it seems like you don't know the question.
Wait.
You're
The question is
asking
a
which
setup. The
Everything
question is a
except
setup.
asking
Which one's
which one
actually
is
more
The question is
more-
a setup.
How's it the
In my
setup?
opinion.
Because you're gonna pick the worst picture of a very dark skinned woman and
It has
put
nothing to
her
do.
next
Hold
to.
on.
Put her next.
You want me to find a white woman?
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, do
can
two
you
white
do
girls.
that?
Yeah, do that.
Two white women.
Do that. Make it more.
Why didn't
fair.
think about race? It has nothing to do with race.
We
I can find unattractive white women too.
Okay, find
I did that.
two actresses that
that are in the same
It's just when
place,
you compare
dressed
that
within
picture
the
to the
same
previous
style.
one, it's just two different
Yeah.
comparisons. It's like Jonah Hill and Homie, they don't look alike, but they're
in the
similar
same
in class,
setting.
they're similar in earnings.
I don't know. That
The second
sounds
picture
racist
like
to me.
a homeless
that sounds
person.
racist to me. The option of just asking which one of these women is more conventionally attractive from your view.
Y'all know
I
this
don't
is
understand what that has to do with race, except that you want to see race in it.
Right.
There's
I
other
agree.
factors outside of race with the same thing stating that the two men were in the same area. They're both, same age range. They're dressed the same. They're coming to the same style for a
They're both
reason.
celebrities.
The other two women looked like they were dressed differently, supposed to be in two different places. Maybe,
Facts.
one was like a
I
fan.
don't
one was
understand
more
what any of
known.
this has to do with the question of which one do you find more conventionally attractive.
Well, my
Because the
answer to
question
that
is a
was
setup.
denied. Yeah.
What's the
Literally,
setup?
What's the setup?
To get us to call the girl ugly.
No, that's not what was asked. Did anybody say you had to call anybody ugly?
Yeah, you don't have to call anybody ugly.
Saying they're less conventionally attractive is calling them ugly.
Okay, but why were you guys so
Well,
quick
wait,
to do it?
It is? So, okay, so you could never say that one woman was more attractive than another because you'd be calling the one woman ugly, not just saying
Yes.
the one was more attractive.
We don't want to say she's ugly.
Nobody asked you to say that she's ugly. Who asked you to say she's ugly?
You guys did. When y'all asked that question, y'all said who is less conventionally attractive. That means who is uglier.
Yeah, it's asking which one's
Right.
more attractive. So you
Right.
could have two really good-looking people. One could be more attractive than the other, right?
Yes, most definitely. We
Okay,
mentioned
well
it
then
in
if that's the
environment.
case, then the logic wouldn't follow that because you say one's more conventionally attractive than the other, you're calling the other one ugly. That would make no sense. That doesn't
I think it makes a
track.
lot of sense in my head.
I think what they're trying to
In
express.
the realm of has no logic, I guess, but it makes no sense.
brain
You
has a
can
lot
say
of
there's two
logic.
good-looking people. You find one more attractive than the other. That's not calling the other good-looking person ugly.
I think based on the history of racial comparison in this country, that
And-
the average person who, can take that as racist, because you got the most ugliest, non-attractive black woman who's out of shape, that fits a lot of stereotypes of being out of shape, overweight, compared to, I'm just telling you how people think. You don't have to like it, but this is America. So when you do that, after you take Jonah Hill and Leonardo DiCaprio, and then you take this real homely looking, overweight, typical looking, underprivileged black woman next to this pristine, slim white woman, the average person could see
It's
some
a
type
setup.
of, Everybody not gonna take is cut and dry like
I mean,
y'all.
by
And
the
you
way-
can't act like you can't understand why somebody would say
By
that.
the way, she's Australian Aboriginal.
I have no idea what it has to do with race. You're just asking which one's more conventionally
All right.
attractive.
That's they're in Australia.
I'm not saying it does, but I can see how somebody could take it that
everybody-
way. But you can see how somebody could take it that
There's
way.
plenty of people that's gonna watch this back and take it that way.
People can take
Okay, they
all
can
sorts
take it
of
however they
bizarre
want.
things
And that's how
any
I'm
way
taking
they
it too.
want, but
So,
it has nothing to
that's
do
why
with what's
I don't
actually
wanna
being
answer.
asked.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with race.
Right.
So
You're-
then find a photo of what you said you were going to find.
Yeah, but then
has
if we
nothing
do
to-
that, you're making it about race.
No, you just said.
Yeah, you guys are making it about
were
race.
able to
Yeah,
disagree.
if you tell Brian that you'll only rate if it's two white women, you're actually making it about race, not Brian.
Why shouldn't we
Maybe
make it
if she
about
wasn't
race?
so far ununattractive.
Well,
It
wait, if
doesn't
you
have to
shouldn't,
do with it.
if
I'm
you
just
ask
telling
the
you how
question,
people could
why
perceive
shouldn't we
it.
make
I'm
it
not saying
about
you
race?
right or they wrong, or it's just perception.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah, but if you say why shouldn't we make it about race, that's fair. But then you could never criticize Brian if you thought he was making it about race, right?
I didn't think it was only about race. I also thought it was about body size as well. So
Isn't that a component
Yeah.
of physical
Yeah, that would be a
attractiveness?
comparison of physical attractiveness, I would think.
I mean, Jonah Hill is chubbier than Leonardo DiCaprio.
But what my thing is, Jonah Hill, some people find Jonah Hill attractive outside of us. I feel like you picked a picture of somebody that most people will probably never find attractive. And
Oh, so just to be clear, so it's easier for you to make a determination when it comes to Jonah Hill, where there's less of a discrepancy in physical appearance
Yes.
between him and Leonardo DiCaprio. But when it's evidently clear that the woman on the right is clearly less attractive than the woman on the left, then you can't make the determination?
Yes, because it's more
And the
unfair.
affirmative statement, how's it
Yes.
unfair? It's
we just explained it. We just explained it back to back to back why it's unfair, why it's a setup, and why we don't want to answer that question.
Or could it
Yeah,
actually...
but I don't actually understand the explanation.
Of course you don't.
Can you break
Or-
it down for me again?
No.
No.
Or then is it just actually essentially a capitulation that you guys are actually sexist then?
No.
Oh, so it's
No, I think
easier
it was
for you
just
guys
a
to judge
deny.
men, but when it comes to appraisals of women's looks, then there's a bigger issue.
No, well, you basically compared two actors, two famous actors.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because people are going to find them attractive no matter what.
For reasons besides looks?
Yeah, they got money. They're both rich. So they
Yeah, it
appeal
was
to
I
about
all
know
looks.
some girls who would say
is
Jonah
not
Hill
a
was more
conventionally
attractive.
man at all. Jonah
I-
Hill is not
He's
conventionally
economically
But there's
attractive.
some women out there that will go for Jonah Hill
over
sure.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
You're saying that there's
I'm
nobody
sure.
who will go for this woman?
Here,
That's
how about
ridiculous.
let's go around the table. Actually, we already did. All of you said Leonardo
But
DiCaprio is
we're
more
only
attractive.
this one group of women. We don't represent all
Okay,
women out in the world.
What? You think it's 99% of women pick Leonardo over Jonah Hill?
99? No,
99.
I would say
What do you
like
think?
I think it would be 80% Leonardo,
Really?
20%
So
Jonah Hill.
1 out of 5 women picks Jonah Hill over Leonardo DiCaprio.
I think so. Yes.
Jonah Hill still has something to gain attraction outside of his looks.
Exactly.
That
He's
woman don't
funny,
have nothing
and he
besides
has
her
money.
looks.
Coke.
Well, I don't know how much she makes, but she don't look like besides looks. I don't think she can get anybody.
A lot of cope happening right now.
Yeah, there seems to. I don't really understand. There's no. If you're going to make a comparison on just conventional looks, then the idea that it needs to have some type of racial stereotype to it is bizarre to me. It doesn't even make any sense. That seems like it's some sort of bizarre internal projection or something like this. It has nothing to do with comparing the attractiveness level of two people. Regardless of who Brian put up, whatever two human beings he put up, you should be able to make a determination on conventional attractiveness. I don't understand why the race would have anything to do with anything.
But it's not just the race card. As we brought up earlier, you put up 2 men within the same, how would you say,
Like
standard.
success,
Yeah, that
Status.
look, status, standard that look
Nope.
the same too. Like the 2 women you put up were very different in
I don't
other
understand. You
aspects
can't
outside
tell.
of
Okay,
race.
so then let's do this. I'm in no way have the same status as Jonah Hill.
All right,
Couldn't
here.
you make a comparison
Not even
between
just
me?
status.
Hang on. Couldn't you make a comparison right now between myself and Leonardo DiCaprio and say which one's more attractive? And it would be Leonardo DiCaprio, right?
I mean, but your wife
What would your
say
wife
you.
think?
Yeah, see, so you
Yeah,
bring,
your
so
wife
it
would
is a
say
racial
you.
component. The whole idea here is for you, for some
Where'd the race
reason,
come from?
the race makes some difference in
we
the
said, what would your wife
Nobody
think?
said
Would your wife think that Leonardo
about
DiCaprio is more attractive than you?
Possibly. And the thing is, though, it's like, why would that even be improper to make that assessment? Do you think that people don't have eyeballs, or that they can't be honest?
No, but
about
wouldn't
what
you
is
want your
true
wife to
because
think that you're
they
the
don't-
most
They don't
attractive
want to risk
man?
offense. Like that seems silly to me.
Wouldn't you want your wife to think you're the most attractive man?
You know,
That's not
the
realistic,
thing
though.
is like, don't you want to also live in reality? Like, do you think I want my wife to lie to me? Do you think that I can't clearly see that there's more attractive men than me conventionally, and that I would know that since she has eyeballs, she would also understand that? And it's like, why do you think it would be some sort of great grace to me if she lied to me? In fact, in many ways, that would be detrimental. You know what I mean? Now, is there good etiquette in not like drooling over other people when you're with your spouse? Well, of course, right? Of course, that's good etiquette. But it has nothing to do with the idea that you can't objectively assess a beauty standard of another human being. That doesn't mean you're going to go have sex with them or anything like that. It has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
So I don't really understand. I don't really understand on this. You're just asking about the conventional attractiveness. I don't even see why the racial component matters.
How about we compare 2 girls that look a little more similar?
I'm trying to find one, honestly, but it's
Can't find it.
although that wouldn't that just be kind of like giving in to the race thing? I guess
no,
I
it
don't
would
know.
be putting it on an even playing field like the Jonah.
I mean,
Hill
I'm
and
literally
Leonardo
trying to
DiCaprio.
scroll. I'm trying to find like, okay, it has to be in the same like.
Or
Okay, so I was
flip it,
trying to
give me
find
2
like
different kind of
Grammy,
men.
2 women
A skinny
at the
guy
Grammys.
and a
Here,
really
I have another
buff
one that
guy.
I don't think you guys are gonna enjoy. I guess, but Damien decided to. I kind of think the girl in the middle. Not gonna lie, like the girl in the middle.
I love
is-
SZA.
I love SZA. Yeah.
Jersey in the building.
But I love.
You know, maybe.
I think this is perfect. Can't argue
Is
with
this
this.
is this good?
Yeah,
I don't know.
this
Is
is
this okay? I
This
don't
is
know.
better. This is better. I'm gonna pick SZA.
Also, too, just the same thing with the men. Like, I know these are celebrities, so I have a background
I mean, I would
behind
vote
them
Taylor
already. That I feel some type of way about them, or I have an opinion based on them already, opposed to the other 2 women that I didn't know at all. You know, and then Jonah Hill and Leonardo DiCaprio, I've known they're actors, they're
So
famous.
face-wise, who's the best?
SZA.
Face.
I feel like
Face card only.
Taylor's
SZA
head.
does have a lot.
In
of
this
Taylor's
picture,
face.
She had a lot of
Lizzo's face
surgery.
is nice.
Taylor's head is kind of turned to the side.
Yeah, and SZA isn't in the best position.
So we're just going off face.
Lizzo got a pretty face. She just got to look
Lizzo
away.
does have a
Yes.
pretty
She had a pretty face.
Look at that
Oh
smile.
boy.
Too much eyeshadow though. You know I'm not a fan of the shape, but she ain't ugly in the face.
She's lost a lot more weight now too.
Long way to
I
go.
think they're gorgeous.
All right. All right.
Taylor was dressed the best, though. I give her the best dress.
We couldn't even see her
Taylor
outfit.
also has the most money. So,
white.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
I thought you guys don't care about that.
I don't.
I thought men don't care about
I don't.
success.
She got you.
Billionaires get a pass.
Right.
Billionaires get a pass. All right.